Hey mamas, and welcome to the Entering Motherhood podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Marie Bilger, a wife, mom of two, VBAC mama, and doula. Join us every episode to learn from professionals, special guests, and moms just like you, ensuring that you know what you need to know and discover things that you didn't know before. I believe in you. Let's doula this, and let's navigate the transition of entering motherhood together. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Entering Motherhood. I'm your host, Sarah Marie Bilger, and I am super excited to be here today and talk about affirmations, hypnosis, positive thoughts during pregnancy, all leading up to your birth, and just what the different benefits are to it, why it might matter, how it can affect your pregnancy and birthing process, and even into your postpartum period, and why I love it so much, and my experience with it, and what is all kind of entailed to that. So I am ready to get started about this. I love introducing this for both myself and my clients as I support them as a doula. And it's something that I really feel is beneficial. And, I am in my third trimester right now with baby number 3, and I've been leaning into these affirmations, hypnosis tracks, and positive thoughts just more and more every single day. I know it personally makes such a huge difference in my clients' experiences, in my own personal experience, and I know it can make a huge difference for you as you are in your pregnancy and leading up to birth, and it is just such a powerful tool to use and something that you can start doing right away and you don't have to have any experience with, and it is very easy to incorporate into your day-to-day activities and practices. So why this matters so much, I just want to briefly explain, is during pregnancy and birth, it's not just a physical experience, but it really truly is a deeply mental and emotional journey too, especially if you want to go unmedicated. There are so many factors that play here, and research shows that stress and fear can actually make labor longer and more intense because we are releasing adrenaline instead of that good feeling oxytocin. And so it can interfere with your oxytocin and the other hormones that are super helpful and beneficial to creating very strong, powerful contractions. So if we need to get into that really deep, relaxed state, things like positive affirmations and hypnosis are going to be great. And it just helps calm the nervous system, releases any fears that we have surrounding birth or late pregnancy or whatever it might be. And it helps just create this state of safety and trust. And I know me specifically, I have already started listening to my hypnosis tracks, and I just feel so calm and at peace and more empowered and ready and happy about what's to come because I am listening to these very intentional positive affirmations just being poured into me. I'm repeating them out loud. I'm feeling all those good vibes, and it just is such a supportive tool that you are literally just doing yourself. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do it at a specific time. And it's even beneficial to listen to hypnosis tracks in your sleep. So you can do it while you sleep too. And it just can make a really empowered birthing experience and just something to have in your toolbox, something to have on hand, something to be available that you can lean into if you want. Birth affirmations are super beneficial too. I have seen a lot of birth affirmation cards. People either make these themselves. You can get a deck of birth affirmation cards online. You can have friends and family make them for you. They're really just very simple, positive, present tense statements that we can just continue to repeat to ourselves to help shape our mindset in that moment. And some examples of this might be, my body was made for this. I trust the process of birth. Each surge brings me closer to my baby. Or maybe one like, I am safe and my baby is safe. And just repeating those phrases, having them maybe shown somewhere, like maybe you hang up one of the affirmations on your mirror when you get ready in the morning, where you brush your teeth, wherever that might be, somewhere that's like very forward and visible on your day-to-day activities, maybe right at your front door or somewhere that you are walking past every day. And it really is just that repetition. And that is what creates these thought patterns. So, having those phrases over and over and over again, our brain really just begins to replace any fear based beliefs with these supportive ones. And they are sticking and building into our thought process. And that repetitive habit really is what is creating that for you. Write them on sticky notes and, like I said, hang them up around your house. You can record them yourself with your own voice. Maybe you find a list of affirmations and you record them yourself and you listen to that every single day. Or maybe you have a list of them that are on a piece of paper and you take a few minutes every single day to just read them and repeat them out loud and have that be just sort of like a little routine that you do every morning or before you go to bed at night. And again, just having that repetitive habit over and over again is just going to reiterate that in your mind and be a really great beneficial practice to have to get you in that mindset. And hypnosis is not about losing control. It's more about just being in a really deep, relaxed state that you can focus your attention on that and bring your awareness to those positive thoughts and deep relaxation techniques. And so I personally love Hypnobabies. I will link that in the show notes. You can find that available if you want to look for that. It's really just a guided script with pre-recorded options, and they even have a schedule that you can follow. It's a 6-week schedule. So I usually start at around 30 weeks because you never know what might happen. And it even has at the very end just repetitive tracks that you can just keep listening to until your birth. And then there's even specific tracks that are used during labor that are different than the ones that you're hearing on a day-to-day basis. And so, if this feels good to you, if your body feels safe listening to these hypnosis tracks, it can really help labor progress and be a lot more smooth. And it can just, like I said before, reduce fear, lower any perception of pain, and it can help you stay connected to your body and your baby and just let you go through the motions. I have seen so many benefits to the hypno tracks myself, and then with clients that are using it. It has been such a beautiful experience, such a calming, meditative state that's going on. And you can really see the difference when these practices are being used and when they're actually being followed, because the whole experience is just guided by these deep relaxation techniques and these tracks, and you are used to hearing all of these positive thoughts and all of these positive visualizations coming to you. Like I said, just you can find short guided relaxation tracks in different places, and you can just listen to different types of music and have your own affirmations going. You can practice going into these calming states daily, even if it's just 5 minutes, and you can use different visualization techniques like light surrounding your body, light surrounding your baby, different activities and hypnosis techniques that can lead you to that very deep visualization, meditative state to just help calm you during labor and release any of those fears or tension or thoughts that you might be having that are negative. And then just in general, along with affirmations and hypnosis, just curating your mental environment can make a huge difference. Really limiting any birth horror stories or fear-based media that might surround birth, making sure that you're surrounding yourself with really empowering stories, supportive people, and calming content can make a huge difference. And also just working on reframing or fear releasing techniques. So instead of, saying, I'm afraid of the pain, try introducing a phrase maybe like, each wave brings me closer to meeting my baby. So really just reframing and restructuring what we're even saying to ourselves and how we're going about our day to day and what sort of messaging we're receiving and planting, and really just think about that thought process and bring more awareness to it. So the thoughts that we're really thinking, I don't feel like negative thoughts are going to lead to negative outcomes or consequences or anything like that, but I really do feel like positive thoughts and positive affirmations are just going to make things go by more smoothly and be very beneficial to our overall experience. So whether it's repeating affirmations in the mirror or looking at a affirmation card when you are getting ready in the morning, or listening to some guided hypnosis tracks before bed, or on different occurrences throughout your day, really making sure that we're shifting our thoughts during the day and during our pregnancy leading up to our birth. This is all really simple practices and techniques that can have such a profound effect on our pregnancy and our birth and even our motherhood experience going into the postpartum period. So I really would love to encourage you to start with just one practice a day, and leading into that, even if you are past 30 weeks gestationally and you are super close to having your baby, adding these affirmations in, creating affirmation cards, having positive thoughts flow through your mind is going to be beneficial at any stage of pregnancy. You can start from day one. As soon as you find out that you're pregnant, it can be the day before that you have your baby, and really just grounding that into your mind. It can be one of the most powerful tools that you bring to your birth, and it is just such a good way to nourish your body and nourish your baby and fill yourself with good, positive, happy feelings. So I hope you found this helpful. Please share it with another mama who might benefit from this information, who is looking for more peace and positivity in her journey and really is ready to resonate with this kind of message, because it is something that we have to truly feel and resonate with too. We can't just be, obviously it's beneficial if you're just saying them like every day, but when we truly believe it, when we truly resonate with this and we truly let it take part in our journey and our birthing experience, that's when it can really sink in, and that's when it can be most beneficial. And that's when we can truly see the difference in our birthing experience, in our motherhood experience. And it's a technique that can last us for a lifetime and can be super beneficial. I am just so in love with different hypnosis techniques, and I feel like there are so many benefits involved with it. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you later, mamas. Thank you, mamas, so much for listening. Remember, you are a rock star. I believe in you. Let's doula this. Let's crank it up a notch, and let's kick it into high gear together. Hit that subscribe button. Share this episode with a friend. Message me, email me, call me, beat me. You know how to reach me. We're doing this, mamas. I am so excited to catch you here next week. This is your one-stop go-to place for helping you find the resources you need to make the best choices for you and your family during pregnancy, birth, and most importantly, postpartum. See you later, mamas.